Hey guys. Today I'm here to talk about being a commuter on campus. Um, it's very nice today. It's 70. It's been cold all year, so I'm just so excited. So I came out here. It's wonderful. Um, so being a commuter, I'm a commuter. I don't live here. And this is my opinion. Do you miss out a little by living at home? Yeah, you do. But if you live by UMD, if you're from Maryland and you live in PG County, maybe even Montgomery County, and you can drive, I feel like it might be better to actually live at home than to live on campus. And that's primarily because the money you save. I mean, while you're a student, you're like, oh, I need this and that, and it's all the college lifestyle. But then when you are $250,000 in debt and your first job is getting paid less than 50K maybe, it's not adding up. I feel like and I'm very happy as a commuter. Um did honestly, I don't think I had a ton of fun. I don't think I've had a ton of fun while I was in school. I definitely could have had more fun, and I think that's something I regret. But it's also not such a bad thing. I had some fun. I mean, yeah, I think I definitely need to have more fun. I think I'm a little too serious. But I think the benefits of being a commuter is you can save some money by not paying and living on campus. And plus, I feel like a lot of the dorms for what they're charging, eh, mm, I don't think it's worth the price. You can take that money and put it into books, um, and school supplies or food or something like that. You don't have to use it to live on campus. You can go out to eat with friends and this and that. Like you can still make friends on campus. It's not like you have to live here to make friends. You can, all my friends I've met in class, like, hey, do you want to study? And yeah, and then we get to know each other from there. I feel like as a commuter, you don't actually lose anything by living at home. This campus is so nice today. But yeah, I'm happy I was a commuter. I'm happy I never lived on campus. It's a different story if you're out of state and you have to like move and live. That's an expense you have to pay. But for me, I prefer to be somewhere where I can at least, you know, commute to. Like that would be like for me the DMV area. Like especially if it's on the metro line and I can get to like the school. Yeah, that's what I'm considering for grad school. Only DMV. Like I've thought about like out of state, but it's just not something I personally see as something I want to do. It's definitely not something that I see a benefit in financially, right? Because a lot of first gen students don't have a lot of financial resources. So, I try to get the best bang for my buck, so to speak. Um, like the McAllen Library. Um, it looks so nice in this. Yeah, I try to get the best bang for my buck, and to me, that's by being in state or at least in the DMV area on the metro line. Like I would potentially consider like a school in Virginia, but I wouldn't go too deep into Virginia. Just somewhere that um is pretty easy access by metro. Also, like, I feel like if you stay at home as a commuter, the food is also good. You don't have to eat crappy food and eat the same thing from Stamp. I feel like living on campus is a little overrated. Maybe I'm a hater. Maybe I'm a hater because I've never lived on campus. That's completely possible, but like I also feel like, I mean, I'm very happy as a commuter. I came here to get my education. I'm not focused, you don't want to be too focused on all other things. I think commuters get a good dose of everything. So you're not focused on, oh, I'm here to make friends and party and getting distracted by living on campus. It's easier just to come here, do what you came here to do, which is study, and then go about your business. Like you don't need to just sit there and do the most. In my opinion, at least. I sound so boring. I swear I'm not. But I think you also have to keep in mind that you're paying money to get educated. What is your main objective? You can't be out here getting distracted. The funny thing is, one time I took a Uber to school and the driver was telling me, yeah, I went to UMD and I was an engineering student, but I ended up getting a girlfriend. And he was like, oh, I got so distracted by her. And, then she ended up getting pregnant and all this stuff. And, it's just, I think really the best thing to do is to focus on your studies. You don't want to end up in like situations and all of this stuff living far away from home and it's just totally distracting. You just want to do the best for yourself. And there's nothing's wrong with having like a relationship in college or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying when you're a commuter, you have less distractions and it's easier to focus on your work. You're not here, oh, this and that event is happening. I go to events and stuff, but I'm not focused on that solely. I personally prefer if to go to like career fairs and stuff like that than to have like a focus on a party or whatever. It's so nice out today. I'll show you guys. Um, because I'm usually inside. I actually have been sick for like 2 weeks straight. And it's just been so terrible. Like, like the seasons are changing and people are getting like a cold and things. Like I've heard so many people today cough, cough. I'm like, oh no, the germs are out. Yeah. So I guess I can't really be speaking since I'm still a little bit under the weather, but I feel good enough to come to campus today. Um, and I'm also like avoiding like talking to people and having like a lot of contact with folks because you don't want to catch nothing. All these people out here. Yeah, I think I personally, in my experience, I love being a commuter. We have like the commuter breakfast here. Um, we get free muffins. Who doesn't love free muffins? I do. I think it's tomorrow. It's like the first Wednesday of every month. It's tomorrow, so we get free food. I get overly excited over free food, so like, you know. But yeah, honestly, it is so not as bad to be a commuter. Like, oh, you want to be on campus to like, you know people. You can know people and not be on campus. Like, if you keep up with people and you keep up with those relationships, I don't think it should be too much of a problem. Um, having friends or anything like that. I don't think that's an issue. So yeah, I think commuters have it good. Like, and you don't gotta pay for overpriced stuff on campus or overpriced things around campus. I mean, look, the economy, this inflation is not looking nice right now. So, in my opinion, staying at home is the best thing financially in the long term, anyways. I try to always think in the long term, how does this impact me now, but also as I graduate and see the cons and pros of making such a decision. So maybe being on campus for someone else might be a great experience. Great. Good for you. But I know for me that I feel like I have made the right decision by staying at home. I don't even live that far from the school. I've always lived in close proximity to UMD, always. And I personally don't see a reason to like live here. I already live like down the street. Like that's like being, I don't know, like it's a little weird to me. Like if you're from College Park, but you decide to like live on campus, like that's so close to the school. I don't know. That's my opinion, I guess. I mean really I think especially now with how expensive things are and student loans, at least you'll just try to get as little in debt as possible, please, because when you graduate, it's all fun and games when you're a student, but now it's like, yeah, I'm graduating. I'm planning to do our next episode is going to be about graduation. When you're graduating, it's not all fun and games as much anymore. Um, so you got to keep that in mind. Um, play now, cry later, right? You don't want that. Definitely don't want that. So yeah, that's just today's little episode of me rambling on about being a commuter. I think being a commuter is good. The only thing they also have like really good transportation at this school. It used to be better pre-COVID, like the buses would be running, but I guess ever since COVID, it's messed with the school's money, so they probably cut back a little on the transportation. Um, but honestly, it's pretty good. The buses, we got the Green Belt, we got the New Carrollton bus. I think there's even one to I think it's called Gaithersburg. Yeah, we got a lot of good things on campus. So should all look out for that. Um, it's really good. So even if you don't have money, like, and you live close to campus, you might be able to just get a UMD bus home. You don't even have to pay for it. It's on campus. The bus stops, bus stops are very convenient here. So, the metro station is right down there, College Park Metro Station. I don't see a problem with being a commuter. And I think that's it. That's all we have for today. So that's it for me. I'll see you guys later when I talk about graduation and preparing for graduation. So, that's it. Um, bye.